Clicking on this video was the first step to starting your own online Amazon FBA business. I remember I was in the same shoe as you a couple of years ago, watching from the sidelines, never actually taking that first step. So I've gone ahead and made a short video on the A to Z of online arbitrage, so you can get a jump start onto your online Amazon business. If you're not familiar with the online arbitrage model, this is kind of what we're going to be covering today. And this is basically the A to Z as to how you can start making money online. And I will be doing a couple of follow-up videos after this that are just going to be going over how to go ahead and scale this business. So this is going to be the foundations of how you're going to actually start that business. What does online arbitrage even mean? And then in the following videos, we're going to kind of talk about how to scale that business up to $10,000 revenue a month, $50,000 revenue a month, even $100,000 plus, that we actually teach a lot of our students to do. This is all proven based on a proven method that we have taught to hundreds of students, many of who have gone ahead and actually reached these milestones that I just mentioned. So, you know, go grab your cup of coffee, go grab your lunch, whatever you'd like, take a seat, and let's get into it. So here I am on a product page right here, where we're basically looking at this toy, right? The first thing I'm going to say before we even jump into all of the data and information that's here is online arbitrage is a very data-driven business. So what you're essentially doing is you're going to purchase products for a cheaper price in big box retailers and then go ahead and sell those products on Amazon for a profit. The reason why the products are cheaper elsewhere and the reason why they sell for a more expensive price on Amazon is primarily because of convenience. Everybody wants that next day delivery, everybody wants that 2-day delivery, and a lot of different websites, big box retailers don't offer that. We are going to offer that to our customers by purchasing the product, sending it into Amazon warehouses, and then our customers are going to be able to take advantage of this and go ahead and purchase those products directly from Amazon, giving us the sale, helping us make money. So I have in front of you the first product that we're going to kind of go over. Before I actually get into that, I just want to explain kind of how you get started on this. I'll drop a link down below as to the link that you need to set up with. You're basically going to go to sell.amazon.com, create an account. You don't need a LLC, you don't need an EIN number. It's not that complicated at all. The sign-up process itself takes about 5 minutes. Amazon does do a couple of verifications here and there, which you guys can all do on that website. They'll send you a kind of a code in your address just to verify your address, and within a week you should have your Amazon storefront running. You can also choose between an individualized or a premium selling account on Amazon. I would urge you to get the higher service, so the $40 subscription plan to sell on Amazon. This is going to allow you to sell unlimited products without a cap on how much you're going to get, how much you're going to pay for products. The individualized plan does charge you $1 every time you sell a product, versus the other one is you get unlimited sales for $40, which is essentially what we are trying to do. We're trying to get as many sales as possible. All right, so now that we've kind of gone over online arbitrage out of the way, how to create an account, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it, and we're going to talk about this product right here. So we can see this product page right here. It's a Jellycat Amusables pickle stuffed toy, right? Now I want you to remember the thing I said about online arbitrage, which is that it is a very data-driven business. You should not be caring about what the product is, what the product is used for. None of that really matters. All you need to look at is just the numbers. How many times does the product sell every month? How much can I buy the product for? How much can I sell the product for? Does the product consistently sell? Those are all of the things that you should be looking out for. I know it just did a thumbs up for me. I guess I got to turn that off. And in order to do those 3 things I mentioned, we need to use 3 different apps. Okay, 2 of them I'm going to go over right now, and the third one I'm going to keep a little secret till the very end, and I'm going to show you guys why. And it's something that we've actually developed to help you source and find these products a little bit faster It's a little bit of a built-in AI I got saved for you guys. So here we are, product pages right here. Those two apps, the other two apps I mentioned are called SellerAmp and Keepa. So SellerAmp is this application right here, is a Chrome extension, and Keepa is going to be another extension down here. Both of those are crucial for your business. The way I always like to teach, SellerAmp is a very fancy calculator for your business. All it tells you is how much money you're going to make off of a product, right? It shows you all of the fees, all of those numbers. Keepa is going to be the decision maker for your business. It's actually what's going to allow you to go ahead and figure out how consistently does that product sell, how many people are selling that product. Is it something that's going to get you into trouble with Amazon or brands, such as with stuff like IP complaints. And the other thing that SellerAmp is actually pretty good for is reverse sourcing, which we're going to get into a little bit later in this video. So let's go ahead and analyze this product here. Jellycat Amusable Pickle Stuffed Toy. What we're looking at here is right off the bat, 500 sales in the past month, right? So before, Amazon used to not even give this number out to us. We used to have to calculate using some algorithms and some numbers that SellerAmp used to use previously. But Amazon just gives us that number now. It is so much easier. You don't have to look at any other data. You don't have to look at the BSR, which is your bestseller rank. You don't need to look at any of those numbers. If the product gets sales, the product gets sales, right? This product sells 500 times a month. I know you guys want to get a piece of that pie, right? Because it's selling so many times. The next thing we have to look at is what our max cost for the product is. For this product right here is $28.48. Essentially what that's telling us is that we just need to find this product for at least $28.48 in order to hit two criterias. One of them is that you want to make at least a $3 profit on each product that you're selling and hit at least a 25 or 30% ROI on every product that you are selling. And by being able to purchase this product for $28.48, this product is going to allow us to do that. So we're going to do a quick Google search to see if this product is a good idea. But before you do that, I need you to make sure that this product actually consistently sells. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the Keepa. So by looking at the Keepa graph, it looks very complicated, but I will have a full thorough video on how the Keepa graph actually works. But just for the sake of the video here, there's only 3 lines you need to look at. The first one is this pink line here, which tells us the buy box. The buy box is how you're going to get 95% of your sales on Amazon, maybe even 99% of your sales. The buy box is this box right here. Basically how most customers go ahead and purchase product. If you see, this product sells for $46.49 here, but if we scroll down, we have 46 other sellers on this listing, but no one actually goes down and clicks on this to go ahead and buy from other sellers. Most of them do. I know some people who might be watching this are like, nope, I actually scroll down. Well, you are one of the different people. So you're one of the people not included in my calculation here. So essentially, most of the people go ahead and click on this right here. That is the buy box right here, and Keepa tells us what that buy box has been in the past month, year, 3 months, all of that fun stuff. And what we are looking for is consistency in that buy box. What we don't want to do is we don't want to buy that product and then send it into Amazon and then the product tanks, right? What this product right here tells me is that it consistently sells for 49 to 50 bucks, right? If we look at this chart here, 47, 48, 49, consistently selling for that same price. If there's no drop off, there's no increase in price, it's very, very consistent. It's perfect. That's what we're looking for. That's number 1. Number 2, what we're looking for is the number of monthly sales. We already could tell up top that this product gets 500 sales a month. But if you look on Keepa, if you just want another kind of verification that this product does sell, Keepa does provide this gold line here that tells you how many times the product sells every single month, which again is 500. Last thing you want to look at is this blue line, which is how many sellers are on this listing, which we can also see fluctuates 37 to 50. And a lot of people at this time get scared that, hey, there's 50 other people selling. Is it even worth listing on this product or not? It's always worth it as long as the data makes sense, right? In this case, even though there's 50 sellers on this listing, the product still sells pretty well, right? We don't care if there's 100, 200 people on the listing. If there's enough demand for the product will sell. We just want to make sure the supply doesn't surpass the demand. We always want to make sure there's enough of a demand for that product to continue to sell, even if there's a lot of sellers on this listing. You might hear differently from other people on the internet, but if you think about it, it makes sense, right? It doesn't matter if there's 200 people selling something. If there's enough demand for that product, the product will still sell for a profitable price, which is essentially what happens. And if you watch some of my other videos, I actually explain the different criteria that you need at which certain charts will kind of show you that the product doesn't sell at those prices when there's a lot of sellers on the listings. Perfect. Let's go ahead and search for this product and see if we can find it for that $28, right? So we've gone ahead and verified that this product consistently sells, right? It consistently sells 500 times a month, and there's a healthy amount of sellers, not too many to be bringing the price down, not too low to be bringing the price up, which is great. So let's go ahead and do a quick Google search, and here we go. So we have two places that we can buy this product from, $28 and $28, right? Which is, if you remember correctly, that's right, it's lower than our $28.48 that we needed the product to be. There you go. We plug in $28 here, and boom, we can make $7.60 in profit, at least a 25% ROI on this product directly, right? Now, for most of my sellers, for most of my new students, I like to always say you want to aim for about 10% of the monthly sold. Especially in this case, there's 50 sellers. Every seller is getting at least 10 sales. You know, if we just split the 500 into 50, but roughly you should be aiming for about 10% of the monthly sold, which is pretty easy to do if you are a seller who's pretty confident in the product, as long as you've analyzed the Keepa graph correctly. So we can go ahead and scroll down, and I would just like to put in 10% of those units, which would be 50 units. You are bringing in about $380 in profit off of just this one product alone. Now, for some of you, you may be like, hey, it's $380, not too much money, it's not crazy, it's not a life-changing amount, right? But I want you to think about this for a little bit, and we'll talk about this in a second as well. Just imagine, instead of just one product, you sold 10 products just like this. That's an extra $4,000 profit that you're making every single month. Just as a side hustle, that's a crazy feat, right? Just 10 products just like this, right? There's 1.7 billion products on Amazon. You can find 10 products that do something like this, right? That's why online arbitrage is so powerful, because you are literally purchasing from an online website. Looks like Jellycat is sold out, right? So it looks like this is sold out directly from the website, but you can purchase it from these other two websites, which is great. You're just purchasing from online, listing it on Amazon, and taking advantage of the fact that this product gets consistent sales. Again, all about the data, right? All the numbers just made sense here. Perfect. So now how do we go ahead and find more products like this, right? Well, we usually employ a method called reverse sourcing or storefront stalking. Reverse sourcing basically means you scroll down and you go to other sellers who are on this listing, which can be found on SellerAmp, and we're basically going to see if the other sellers have other products that they sell that we could take advantage of, right? So we already found this one. Let's go ahead and open up, let's just go ahead and look at the second seller here. If we open up this second seller here, we can now go through this guy's storefront and see what products he is selling. I'm going to put this over here. So it looks like this seller has 400 ASINs that they're selling. Let's just scroll through, see if we can find one. So this product right here sells for 30. But it's not really matching the buy box. That means this person is selling for a little bit higher than normal, which is a little bit of a red flag. I usually don't click on these listings if there's this much of a difference, because likely they're not getting any sales. $50, only gets 50 sales. It's not a lot. So let's just go through a couple more here. $20, no buy box, no buy box. Remember, we want to look for products that have a buy box, because buy box is how you're going to get sales. People don't click on that extra little button to get sales or to purchase from you. Let's see right here, 33. This seller is selling for less than what the buy box is. 14 sellers on this listing. Our max cost is $20. Let's go ahead and Google search this product. I always like to open up the page here, and I'll move myself here. I like to do a quick Google search. We can find this. Can we find this product? There you go. This product is on GameStop for 22 bucks, right? But looks like we can sell the product for a little bit more because the buy box is $37, right? So let's just put in 20, what was it, 22? $23. $23, not really making any profit, but here's the kicker. Let's go ahead and open up the Amazon page. And a lot of people would stop right there. A lot of sourcers, a lot of new sellers on Amazon stop right here. They don't actually go and explore to look at the other data. Remember, SellerAmp, fancy calculator, Keepa is the decision maker for your business. Let's go ahead and look at Keepa. Probably gets 50 sales a month. We can see that here as well. Looks like there's some fluctuations here, but you're able to sell this product, especially recently, for $37, right? So you can actually win the buy box for $39 or $36 or $35. As a business owner, you would likely want to sell for as high of a price as you can. So it looks like consistently the buy box jumps all the way up to this $37.80. So let's go ahead and list it for $37.80. And there is our $3. There is our $3 profit. Not quite hitting that ROI. It's $37.80. Sometimes we can make a little bit more on this as well. So there's your profitable product right there. 50 times a month, 10 units, 10% of that would be about 5 units. But sometimes on a products like this, I would actually go ahead and look at how many units people have in stock. So SellerAmp again gives you that information by just hovering over this. We can see there's only 30 units in stock at Amazon currently. Who's going to provide the other 20 units for the month? That's right. You can go ahead and provide the other 20 units and you likely sell out within the month. So we can put in 20 units here. And again, we're making an extra $60 on this product. Okay. Let's see if we can find anything else. Now you can go through. Let's just say, there was another one up here that we looked at. This product right here. Looks like the buy box is going down on this. This one is 50. We can take a look at this one. The Last of Us. Let's Google search this product here. Looks like we can find it for $29, $30 everywhere. If we plug in $30, here's another profitable product, right? We're making about $6, $7 profit each. Almost hitting that 25% ROI. Not every time are you going to hit both of these. You are aiming to at least get one of them. 50 sales a month. Let's go ahead and do that 10%, which is going to be 5 initially. Let's look at the Keepa actually. So Keepa looks like it's going down, but the consistency, the sellers count isn't going down. So this would still be something. It's starting to stabilize a little bit. So it's gone down, looks like, starting to stabilize. Still something that you could quickly take advantage of. Product wise, let's go scroll down here. And let's look. So there's a lot of inventory. That's probably likely why the product is actually going down, which is fine. We can continue. Let's find one more product. And usually I'll do this for a little bit before I give up and go on to the next listing or next seller, because as we saw, there's a lot more sellers on this listing, right? So we clicked on the second one. Let's go to the third one right here. Good amount of ASINs here. 15. Perfect. All right, so it doesn't look like this is going to be, oh, there you go. Here you go. So we just actually looked at this product, right? So we know this product actually exists online. Let's go ahead and Google search this. We remember this brand because we just looked at it. Product sells for 30 bucks. Let's go ahead and put in $30 and we can make $9 profit. Let's go ahead and do the math. About 10% of those, which is going to be 5, which is going to be extra 40 bucks on this product. Let's see how much inventory there is. Again, 40. So that means you can take advantage of at least 10. I would send in maybe 20 or 30 units. It looks like everybody else is going to be sold out. And there you go. That's your second product. Looks like this is going to be your third product. We did 2 other ones. That's already 5 products that roughly would have added up to about $700 to $800 in profit that we just sourced in maybe 5 minutes. And this is the power of online arbitrage, right? You're sitting at your computer, you can do all of this. Now, to take this a step further, sourcing like this is very efficient and is fast, right? It's efficient, fast, and is proven, gets you a lot of product. But let me show you guys something cool. I know you guys have seen that tab open on my Chrome here this whole time called Stealth Seller. So we've actually developed a app called Stealth Seller that does that storefront stalking for you. We have a little bit of AI added in it to go ahead and help you find products a little bit faster. Instead of going through all of those storefronts, you can actually just add some of those storefronts here, and you get told exactly when the seller adds those listings. So look at this. This product was added in the last hour. This one was added in the last hour. Let's just go scroll. Look at this, Jellycat. We were just looking at a product like this, right? We can scroll down. Let's see if we can find something really quickly that sells. What's really powerful about this is every day I wake up, there are products already curated for me that I can take advantage of instead of going to a storefront like I just showed you and going ahead and sourcing those products. If I just scroll down here, it looks like this product was added 2 hours ago. I'm going to go ahead and open up this Amazon page just because of how consistent that buy box looks, right? So we have the Keepa graph integrated. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. 900 sales a month. Beautiful. This product sells 900 times a month. All right. So this product sells 900 times a month. We are going to go ahead and look at the Keepa. Look how consistent that pink line is. The monthly sold is going up. Offer count is slowly starting to going up, but it's not affecting our buy box price, which is also great, right? So the supply is not past the demand yet, which is exactly what we're looking for. Let's go ahead and do a quick Google search. We can go ahead. Ooh, look at that. Walmart, the perfect place to purchase a product. $14.40 for a 5-pack. So $14.40 for a 5-pack is going to be $14.40 divided by 5. Fancy calculator does the math for you. You press enter. That's $2.88 each unit. We're going to do times. How many pack is this? Pack of 3. Enter. We are making 34% ROI, roughly right there at that $3 mark. Let's see if we can sell this for a little bit more than what we are getting here. $22.49 looks like the buy box jumps up to. So we'll be able to take advantage of that here. $22.49 was it? $22.49. So let's go ahead and put $22.49. And there you go. There's $4 profit, about 47% ROI. And we are getting 900 sales a month with, how many sellers is there? There's only 20 sellers on this listing. So let's just divide the 900 divided by 20 because it's going to be split evenly between everybody. We're assuming that. Divided by 20, you're going to be able to get 45 units sold on this product each. Did I do that right? 900 divided by 20. Yeah. 45 units in the month, which is going to bring you about $200 in profit. Now, if we actually go down and do the extra little thing that we did earlier, we can actually see how many units are at Amazon just by hovering over this. So if we hover over there, there's roughly only 200 units in stock at Amazon, which means we can actually take advantage of a little bit more than 45. I would actually go ahead and purchase maybe 200 to 500 units of this because there's a demand for 900 sales this month, right? October just started, but there's 900 units sold every month. There's only the supply is only at 200. You can fill that gap there, right? So if we just sold 200, that's about $1,000 in profit on just one product, and that's all you're doing. So it's very, very simple. I just kind of wanted to get on the call to kind of show you guys how easy it can be to find profitable products like this. We went ahead and analyzed the product, talked about how SellerAmp is an amazing tool, but it's just a fancy calculator and a reverse sourcing tool. Keepa, the decision maker for your business, decide whether it's worth selling that product, and then how you can start adding Stealth Seller to your business to make it way easier. If I go ahead and just refresh this page here, it's going to provide me with a whole new set of products that were just added. So we can see an hour ago, which is all great, right? Sometimes it actually updates a little bit better, but that's totally fine. So we are able to see products that are added very, very recently, which is always great. And that's essentially what we are looking for. So just to kind of close this out, If you guys have any questions as to what we kind of covered today, you can go ahead and leave those questions below in the comment section. I'll be a little active and I'll answer any questions that you guys may have. But keep a lookout. I'll be doing a couple more videos just like this so you guys can get familiar with online arbitrage and how to go ahead and start your own business. But if you do have any direct questions or any video content idea that you would like for me to show you, go ahead and drop those below as well. I'll be linking how to get started with Amazon. Access to a webinar if you are interested in learning a little bit more. There's going to be access to a webinar that is run that is coming up next week that you guys can all get access to, where we kind of dive a little bit deeper into this and show you how you can start your business, and then some other kind of cool links to all of the software and stuff is going to be down below. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon in the next video. Peace out.